Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack at it. Bye ya, bitch. Bye ya, bitch. Bye ya, ya. That's the remix. Anyways, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there, indubitably, man. Check in, that's it. What? You gotta check in. What do you mean check in? Check into what? I don't understand the art of checking in. Why? Why would I check in? Because if you don't check in nowadays, man, you're gonna get checked out. Straight up. You know, things have changed. Over the years, over the course of time, things have changed a lot. And in menudo está in a direct fashion, what I've noticed is that this era wants to do what they want to do. They want to run the carros a little bit different. Okay, in the past, man, it was more about respect my barrio, homes. If you're going to come into my barrio, you know what I mean? People are going to check up on you, homes. Hey, where you from, homes? Hey, I'm from Los, or I'm from fucking Fresno, or I'm from Sanjo. Orale. And depending upon how you acted and the times at that point in time who we were at guerra with, was going to be what happened next. Sasuke, you already knew, man, not to go out of bounds or not to go in a certain neighborhood because you knew you didn't get along with them or something bad could happen to you. That was up to you if you wanted to take that penitentiary chance. You know what I mean? If you wanted to take that risk. But always be ready with that little allegedly, you know, straight up. For those of you that don't know what an allegedly is, Google it, that's it. You know what I mean? Or talk to me. Anyway, so now trip out. That's how it was handled back in, you know, the 80s, 90s, even prior to that. You know, it was all word of mouth. Kind of like, hey, what's up, Holmes? Where you from? Hey, Holmes. You know what I mean? Hey, my primo, this is my primo. He from down south and shit, Holmes, but I got him. Don't trip. That's on me. He ain't coming to gangbang. He's just coming to visit and shit. You know, I had a lot of family like that. You know, I had a primo. And I still have a primo. He was a south sider from A-Town. We had an understanding. You know, we had an understanding that if I was out there running around in the streets on some northish shit and I got by his homeboys, that was on me. And vice versa. If he was out there on his A-Town Sul shit and he got by my homeboys, well, that was on him, right? But when we were together, we were going to back each other's play no matter what. And it was kind of an unspoken rule, you know, when he was there and his homeboys were supposed to not trip on me, even though they do, right? And they did. But my homeboys never tripped off him. That was just based on he was my primo. They knew. And it got to the point where he was running around on the guys, and plenty of times he got seen by my homeboys, and they didn't trip because they were like, hey, you're Gunner's primo, huh? Yeah, all right. Orale, Holmes. Next time we're parents, because a big old X3 you have in the back of your legs, shit, Holmes. It busted my whole eyeball open, right? But he got love. You know, he got love, and he was respected because he was about his business. He still is, right, to this day. That's good. That's one pinchy truck driver. He'll run you over, though, if you act stupid. That's just him. But checking in. You know, if I ever went to another city or a barrio, I didn't check in, Holmes. Hey, Sasuke, who's the vato I check into? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. Who do you check into? Is there a specific certain person? You know, according to Whack 100, he's the one that you check into when you go to LA. Now, here's the cool part about it. You guys ready? Sit down here. You ready? He ain't from LA, is it? Right? You know what I mean? And this ain't no black and brown thing. So for those of you brothers, man, or anyone that gets in my comments talking about, oh, why you got to say Whack 100? That's racial. I don't give a fuck if the vato was yellow or green, right? It doesn't matter what color he is. I'm just using him as an example because he's a poop butt, straight up. A little short with a big old butt, poop butt. That's what they say, right? Oh, pow, bro. You know, but this is the type of individuals, oh, you're going to check in with me. And then if you're from out of state or you're from wherever, you're going to check in with me, Holmes, and I'll make sure that you wiggle in LA righteously. Well, first of all, you ain't from LA, Holmes. So how can you speak for Los? Second of all, what if you're Mexicano? Who do you check in with? Do you check in with Whack 100 as well? You know what I mean? Or are you checking with Neil Dazan or Bulldog? I don't know. But at the same time, you have to check in with someone, right? That's how it's going nowadays. It's called the old Folsom check-in, right? And I don't understand how it went to that. How can one man that I guess carries weight, man, make it all right for you wherever you go? Oh, if you check in with me, Holmes, everywhere you go is going to be good. Well, Charlie, Holmes, if you go through my neighborhood and the homeboy just had a bad day, his old lady left him, Holmes, he's probably going to blow your whole shit off. No matter if you checked in or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't dictate no other man's program on the streets. Maybe in the Pinta, yeah, in prison, so it's on and cracking. In prison, Holmes, everyone's politicking. Everyone's on the same month. You're supposed to be on the same wavelength, same fucking, norteño. You're supposed to be on that same motherfucking march, Holmes. You know what I mean? You guys are marching to that same old beat. It's the same old two-step. You know what I mean? That's how you're getting down. But when it comes to fucking the calles, that's different, homes. There's a whole lot of wigglization room, indubitably. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of movements that are going on. So one person, one man, even though they can be well respected, I don't think they have the power of the check-in like these people think or like they're saying. Now, I've noticed this a lot more, and I'm going to keep it honest with you, man. I would be a fool and I'd be fucking sitting here and talking shit if I said, it happens a lot more in the Africano community. Spence on Latina, don't get mad at me, I'm not racist, right? I'm just saying, it happens more in the Africano community, this check-in. You know, hey, checking with me, blood, and I got you. Cuz, I got you on hood, right? Checking with my hood, and I'm, but hold up. Well, hold on now. Because what about if you don't get along with those other neighborhoods on the other side? What if they check in with the Vato from Hoover and you don't get along with 60s? What happens over there? The check-in doesn't count or what? Hey, check-in over here, you're good. See, all right, look at this is the way it's going to work. On power what? That hood, because you checked in with me, you're good. Now, if you would have checked in with that Vato over there, you'd have been good in that hood. Well, what about the Circle K in the middle? Hey, brother, you on your own with that one, right? I can't call it. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make no sense to check in and you're all good. Oh, I got you. You're all good. So, okay, what are you, an Uber driver? You know what I mean? You got me. So, okay, give me 2 jumbo jacks and some curly fries. That's it. If you got me. You know what I mean? Straight up. And I don't tip. You know? Unless you got a badass piruja in there. You know what I mean? And says, okay, I might for the late night tip for that sushi double backs. And that's just what it is, Arby. I just don't understand it. I know in Mexicano neighborhoods, Chicano neighborhoods, I don't think we play that shit, Holmes. The check-in. You know what I mean? It's not like that, Holmes. Hey, Sasuke, who's about to check in the barrio? You know what I mean? You check who was it? No, I mean, I got to check in because they told me when I got out, I had to check in. Do I look like a pinchy parole officer? Tell him to suck his pee-pee. Is that who I look like? No, I wasn't even trying to disrespect you, Holmes, but at the same time, they told me to come check in. Who the fuck told you to come check in? Homeboy Pee-wee and Jaime? They told me because I was going to say, hey, when you get there, you got to check into the homeboy with the whip that's down to here. So I was going to, do I look like I need a fucking barber? Don't check in with me, Holmes. I'm going to check you. In fact, I'm going to check my old lady right now. So if you're fucking with her, if you are, Holmes, then we're going to do a lot of checking around. You know what I mean? Mexicans don't understand that shit. We don't identify with that. Can I check in? Oh, you're going to go to PC? You're checking in or what? Mira, este vato has to roll it up. He's checking in. No, I'm talking about, can I check in with you, like, so that I'm good in the neighborhood? You're not good in my neighborhood, puto. So it's okay, you from Florencia, what? Charlie Holmes, you're not good, right? This is how it is. Okay, Mexicans, it's hard for us to understand the art of checking in. Okay? In the Africano community, it's become commonplace now. It's become, oh, don't trip, Gilly the Kid, I got you. If you come from the East Coast over here to the West, you know what I mean? Whack 100 is going to make sure that you're good. Even though he's not, you will be. How does that work? Why would you check in with someone who can't even go on the calles? Sounds like this motherfucker walks in Walmart. All right, Gilly, look. I'm here to get a shower curtain, right? Yeah, the wind's blowing. You're going to go down aisle 9. I'm going to go down aisle 10. We're going to meet at aisle 8. We're going to double back, right? Self-checkout. I'm going to steal the shit because I ain't got money on me. I got a card, but you know the way my bank account works. And then we're out of here on power. You ready? Let's go. Hike. Come on, man. The Vato ain't even good in his own hood. How the fuck are you going to check in with him? I don't understand. Now, I've been asked to check in before in real life. Are you guys ready for this one? Sit down here. Knowledge you can't get it caught. I can't. Acknowledge me. It was crazy, right? I'm in Fresno. As I quite frequently go, right? You know, I like to go there. I got familia and I got homeboys there, righteously, right? So I'm in Fresno. And this young buck comes up to me. And he's like, hey, where you from, Holmes? Where you from, dog? And he doesn't say Holmes, man. So he said, where you from, dog? Right? I'm like, Merced, bro. Right? He was like, are you a buster? Motherfucker was down for his shit. You know what I mean? I said, are you a bulldog or what? He said, yeah, I'm a dog. I said, yeah. I said, why would you disrespect an older Vato? He's a young kid, probably like 17, 18. Why would you disrespect the older Vato, Holmes, without knowing what I'm capable of, right? He was like, I'm a bulldog. I'm about my shit. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I said, no, I'm not a buster, Holmes. You know what I mean? I said, I'm a norteño. I wasn't, but I just told him just to fuck with his head, to see where his head was at. He was like, he said, hey, did you check in with my homies before you could be rolling around there? And I was like, well, what's that? You said I was a norteño. You're supposed to kill me right there. You know what I mean? I said, no, who do I check in with? Hey, chip out, oh, there's a homeboy from Bond. This is who you need to check in with, bro. You know what I mean? On some real shit, dog. You check in with him and he says it's good, then you're good in the neighborhood. I'm your enemigo. I can never be good in your neighborhood, right? This is what I'm thinking. Now, at the same time, I'm not here to disrespect Fresno and saying that the vatos are not about their business, because they'll fuck around and bite your whole nalga off, right? You'll be cheekless. They'll be calling you ese one cheek. Hey, ese one cheek. Bacha. Hey, que le matan to Fresno before. It's a fucking bulldog. He's been shit up. Now look at the vato acts like this. Wobble, 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 wobble. Like canta ese. The vato's crazy, right? He didn't check in. So I was like, what do you mean check in, bro? Like how does that work? Do I fill out an application? Do I have to take my resume? And he was like, nah, you got to go get out the homeboy, man. He'll say if you're good in the hood or not, and then he'll let everybody know. I said, well, how does that work? You know what I mean? How's he going to let every single person in Fresno know that I'm good to progress, right? Just by because he said so, is it? You know what I mean? And he was like, I don't know how it works. Just make sure you check in. I said, well, what's his number so I can check in with your older homeboy? What's his address? I need to go check in. He was right here. He lives over here on the corner of Whoop-de-Whoop, right? Thank you. Now I'm going to go kill the vato. Allegedly, right? Straight up. It was that easy, right? I just didn't understand, and maybe I don't understand. I think it's propaganda, gente. And in menudo style, I think it's propaganda. I think it's just something youngsters and motherfuckers nowadays are saying, you know what I mean? You need to check in to make them feel like there's some gangster shit. If Biggie would have checked in, he would still been living. No, if Biggie would have checked in, they would have killed him a couple hours earlier. You know what I mean? Because everybody would have knew where he was at. You know, you can't check in and then put your address and yourself out there at the same time. It makes no sense. If you're out in a neighborhood that's dangerous, Holmes, you're fucking looking the part of a gang member, more than likely you're gonna get got. Okay? You're gonna get ran up on. People are gonna hit you up. I hit him, take my honey, or in the pot. They're going to hit you up. They're going to ask where you're from. Some people that know you, if you're fucking on social media or you're out there on blast, Homes, they recognize you. They just let loose. You know what I mean? Straight up. So it doesn't even have to come to that point of hitting you up. Hey, look at that gunner right there. Look at him. He thinks he's all cool and shit, putting the gas in the 65. Ooh-wee. And I'm doing this, the Matrix. So I was get fucked. Right when I was finally thought I was balling and putting 70 in my shit, right? Now I got my whole shit capped. And that's just how it is. Okay, so I was told to check in real life, and I made light of it, and I fucking did what I did, and I got up out of there. I didn't check in. I said to nobody, right? I come up in, I say, hey, they told me to check in with you about the. They said, he ain't even functioning. I said, well, I guess that little homie, he's checking into the wrong person. He said, who? Right? And that was that. That's what I'm saying, man. You're going to go check into someone like Whack 100, or if you're on the East Coast to some, I don't know who these guys are that think that they can protect you from everyone and anyone. But let me tell you, man, no man, there's bigger men than the next man. There's always someone bigger and better than you. I learned that a long time ago. My jefita told me that. She goes, oh, you think you're better, sir? Right? I said, why? I don't give a fuck about nothing. Mi vida loca, la primera lives. She goes, yeah. What about the guy that's on the corner, that kid that's always looking at your shoes funny? Why don't you say nothing to him? Well, what the right there? No, but see, mom, because the way it works, right? He lives on that street and I live on this street. We never cross street because I was like, hey, fuck that, right? You know what I'm saying? You know? So this checking in stuff, this shit that's going on nowadays, Hede, I don't understand it. I think it's more of an Africano thing, something that's going on in their community, you know, something that they came up with. And maybe it does work, man. Maybe you check in with certain individuals that got connections. I think that's what they mean. Hey, they got connections around the streets. They're going to take you here, that nice restaurant, that hotel. You know what I mean? They're going to navigate and show you where to go and where fuck not to go. Kind of like an Uber driver. Hey, I got you. So it's okay, what do we take the dog for? You don't want to take that street. Why not? Because, man, you're going to catch A's on that street right there. Believe me, you don't want to go that street. This street over here, that gets bomb right here. It'll cost you a little bit of money. You know what I mean? But it's bomb. I say, I know. You know what I mean? Well, my wife hates it when I take the street. You know what I mean? You need an Uber driver to navigate you. A lift, Vata, he needs to lift you up. You know what I mean? You lift your spirits up. So when you get to the club, you're already ready. Hey, why are you in such a good mood? Because my Lyft driver, he lifted my spirits, right? What do you mean your Uber driver lifted your spirit? Did he lift your nutsack too at the same time? No, Vata, it's just the way that he wiggled. Vata, you're starting to get skeptical about you. You better go check in, right? I'm telling you, it just gets ugly. But as far as this checking in stuff, and there's certain people that you're going to have to check, I don't know, man. Maybe it's real. You know what I mean? Like I said, me as being an older gentleman, man, and being involved in gangbanging in the 90s and throughout the prison system and the youth authority and everything that I've done too, there was never no check-in. I didn't get to the only one I checked in with the officer in the tower. Hey, can you tell me what bunk I'm on? I checked into him. Can you tell me what bunk I'm on? You're on that bunk, bitch, right? Okay, thank you, sir. Right? And that was it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stab you later on the yard for calling me a bitch. I heard it, right? And that was it. Vámonos, right? And now we proceed. Or hey, go check in with the doctor over there and tell him that you need a shot in your nalga. Hey, they said I need a shot in my arm right here. Now bend over, motherfucker, bitch, right? Another one, right? Boom. This is just how it is. Okay, that's the checking in that I was used to. Like I said, I come from a neighborhood homie that if you're checking in, that means you're piecing up. And I'm gonna check in. I'm done. What do you mean you're gonna check in? I'm checking in with my old lady, see what she's doing. You know what I mean? Nah, no one ever said that. You know what I mean? They didn't say check in. They said check it out, right? Check it out, check it out, check it. That's just how we got down in my hood. Anyways, with that being said, gente, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. I can't call it like an alcoholic. I don't know what this whole new fucking shit is. There's a whole lot of words that I don't understand nowadays, gente. Check in, you know what I mean? Hey, Vato, you know what I mean? There's just a lot of different things I don't understand. And maybe you guys can put me up on game, man. Hit me up in the comments, Young Bucks, man. You know, I know it's a whole new era, and I know a motherfucking older Vato like me won't understand, and I'm not intended to understand. Hey, this is your world. I'm just living in it. I'm just a squirrel trying to get on out of here, right? I understand that. But at the same time, man, I would like to really know what checking in means, because if I have to check in a WAC 100 when I go down south, what are we going to do in this house? Stay in all day? So it's, hey, don't even trip, man. It's live down here. Hey, when are we going to Fat Burger? Well, see the way my bank account works, right? No, but I got money. Yeah, but see the way Fat Burger works, right? No, the way South Central works, right? You can't go there. Anyways, we already know. Anyways, with that being said, go out there and get your motherfucking issue, man. I intend to get mine. But we're going to do what we does, man. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up. Let me know what checking in means. If not, you can hit me with the thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people, black and brown coming together. Hey, Gunner, I've been seeing the way this channel's leaning, man. It's a little bit prejudiced. Is it? Prejudice against who? Check in. You know what I mean? Bang, bang, ain't no fucking prejudice here. You know what it is here, homes? It's black and brown. You just can't recognize real. Real recognizes real, and steel sharpens steel, homes. Homeboys that been there and done that know what's up. Poop butts that haven't, man, are still trying to wonder why and watching my channel. Bang, bang. This is the gun. Facts.